against all the evil that hell can conjure.
Cannot resist the will of the Khan Maker.
All the wickedness that mankind can produce.
You can't just shoot a hole into the surface of Mars.
We will send unto them only you. My eyes have been opened. Let me help you to see Slayer. Rip and tear until it is done.
Doom is a gaming franchise made by the id Software back in 1993, shortly after the release of Wolfenstein 3D, and due to its controversy about its amount of violence, it helped shape the FPS genre to what it is today, and I have played all of them. Sadly, there hasn't been any news for a new Doom game since Eternal, but...
Engines online.
Let's fucking go! I love Doom. The guns, the gore, the heavy metal. It's amazing. It's spectacular. I love this franchise. I love it. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Dark Ages. So with the release of this new Doom game, I am volunteering to go back to hell and replay and rank every single Doom game, including Doom VFR and the Ancient Gods DLCs. But not Doom 3 VR because I don't have a PlayStation VR. It's not on Steam, so that kind of sucks. So, ladies and gentle slayers, let's start with... Shortly after the release of id Software's massive success Wolfenstein 3D, the team behind the game wanted to make a game that took advantage of its designs. The same team was inspired by the sci-fi horror movie genre to create the game. John Carmack, a programmer on the game, said that it's like Ridley Scott Alien meets Evil Dead. In this game, he plays an unknown space marine called Doom Guy, who after knocking out his commanding officer for giving him orders to open fire on unarmed innocent civilians, he was then relocated to one of Mars' moons, Phobos, where the scientists have been experimenting with teleportation. Then it all goes haywire. The other moon of Mars, Deimos, disappears, and a portal to hell opens, causing demons to wreak havoc at the lab on Phobos. And so you have to fight like hell to get off Phobos and get back to Earth. The game doesn't tell you all that. I had to look all that up in the game manual. It was the 1990s. People had that apparently, and I don't know why. But this game kicks ass! Like, it has a great story if you read the game manual, and the gameplay is just timeless. It's perfect. I love it. It's so good. It's so good for 1993. Oh, and the soundtrack! The soundtrack is amazing. Like, just listen to this! Perfect! Perfect! Gets your blood pumping, makes me wanna whip and tear demons to shreds, and if a Doom game has a soundtrack like that, that means you know that it's the perfect soundtrack for the game. And also, that's the first song you hear, and it's perfect for demon killing with your entire arsenal of weaponry. Those weapons being the... Why the fuck does it say piston? Being the pistol, shotgun, chain gun, chainsaw, plasma rifle, rocket launcher, and the best weapon of all time, the Big Fucking Gun 9000. That's not me saying the word fuck just to say the word. That's literally what the gun is called. It's also called the BFG for short. And I love the exploration for each stage. It starts off linear, but then gets bigger and gives you more options on how you should approach demons. Sometimes you need to backtrack to get keys to progress, or like find secrets on the map. These secrets could even help with killing every demon you see. Those demons being zombies, shotgun zombies, demons or pinkies, imps, lost souls, specters, which are just, you know, invisible pinkies, caco demons, barons of hell, and the cyber demon. Oh yeah, and the final boss being the spider mastermind, in which if you finish the game, you're gonna have to fight And if you finish the game at episode 4, because episode 3 was the end of the original game, but since, you know, if you're playing this through Steam, you get an extra 4th chapter, which is a prologue to Doom 2. And if you finish that, you're gonna have to fight every single demon on the last map except for Pinkies and the Cyber Demon. And you are going to struggle. Unless you have a BFG. In that case, you can wipe the floor with everyone. It's gonna take a few more shots for the Spider Mastermind though. And the controls feel great for combat scenarios, where the movement just feels fluid enough to dodge their attacks. This game is the best game I've played in 7th grade, and it has aged like a fine wine. I have no problems with this game, none at all. I love this game. And call me biased, call me nostalgic, but this game is its peak. It's great. Well, it's not peak. It's not peak Doom, but it's like very, very good. I have no problems with it. I thought it was brilliant and an easy S tier. After the events of Doom, you find yourself on a demon-infested Earth where demons have killed billions of people. A small number of them are still alive and must escape Earth, but the only way to get off Earth is guarded by the demons. So after you successfully kill out the demons and save the rest of humanity, you stay behind to finish off the rest of the undead and save the world. This game is just Doom, but bigger, badder, and better than ever before. The maps are so much bigger than last time, and also very much more challenging. Like the Citadel, I don't like that map. It's very hard to navigate that map, but I did it just for this video. There's also an added new weapon and demons and a new boss, but we'll get to that later. Let's start with what they added. We have the same weapons from last time, shotgun, BFG, etc. But this time, there's a new weapon added to the roster. Ladies and gentle slayers, let me introduce you to the Super Shotgun. A double-barrel shotgun that acts like the original shotgun but shoots 40 instead of 20 pellets and deals twice as much damage, but each shot uses up 2 shells instead of 1 because, well, it's a double-barrel shotgun. I love this weapon. It's such a quick and easy way to kill demons while still managing your ammo. And I'm always a sucker for double-barrel shotguns. Like, they're double-barrel shotguns, they're cool. Especially when it's sawed off. But other than that, there's no new weapons. Unlike the demons, we have every demon from the original Doom game, but the new demons joining the fight to take Earth are the Chain Gunners, Hell Knights, Mancubus, Arachnotron, Archviles, Pain Elementals, Revenants, and the new boss, the Icon of Sin, who the fans named after the level because it didn't have an official name. The boss is fairly simple to kill and doesn't do much besides summon demons, because, well, it's so big you can only see its head. They can only fit its head in the level. However, every demon will try to kill you. But the way to kill the Icon of Sin is to shoot 3 precise rocket shots into its weak spot on its forehead, and that's it. Just 3 rocket pot shots and you're good. You're also gonna have to be managing an elevator so you can like actually get up there. There isn't much change to it aside from bigger levels, new demons, super shotgun, etc, etc. The story on the other hand had bigger stakes from the previous game, where instead of escaping the moons of Mars, you have to save the world, which I really do like. But at the end of the day, this is Doom but refined, and I really enjoyed this game as much as the last one. So you know that means boom, S tier. I could not find a copy of Final Doom anywhere, but everyone says that it's just the other 2 Doom games, same demons, same guns, and the final boss is just the Icon of Sin again. So it sounds like I would have liked this game, but I also kind of wish they had more stuff. A tier. Oh yeah, and you nuke the demons at the end. After you successfully stopped the demon invasion in the past 3 games, by, you know, nuking them, you retire haunted by your past. But, unbeknownst to everyone, the demons are being resurrected by an unknown entity. So you officially come out of retirement and face your PTSD so you can end it all with merciless extermination. This game wasn't made by id Software, it was instead made by Midway Games under the supervision of id Software for the Nintendo 64. And it's alright. This game is alright. I mean, due to it being on a Nintendo 64, it now has updated graphics, and the guns and demons have new models that look great. But sadly, it doesn't have everything because the finished product was too big to fit onto the cartridge, so some of it had to be cut. That's why we don't have any Revenants or Arc Vials or Spider Masterminds. As for every other demon, they had updates to the sprites made from 3D models that look more intimidating than before, even though Cacodemons look like Pain Elementals and Pain Elementals look something from my nightmares. The maps also had an update because this was the first Doom game to actually embrace the 3D engine of it, like the new, improved Doom engine. If that makes sense. I don't know how to explain much. But now the maps have much more to offer, like more details, they have bridges this time, and we did get the most overpowered gun in Doom history. That's right everyone, there's a more powerful gun than the BFG. Feast your eyes on the Unmaker. At the start this gun doesn't do much, it only does enough to destroy the weaker demons. But if you find all 3 demon keys, you can upgrade it to become a Demon Shredder. Now that we've gotten to the new gun, let's move on to the soundtrack. It's pretty much non-existent because it's much like Doom 3's soundtrack. It's mainly just, ambiance. That's pretty much it. It's more to set the tone of the stage instead of actually getting your blood pumping. So that's why I'm using, Doom 2's theme instead of Doom 4's theme, because this entire thing would just be a bit boring without it. But yeah, most of the music is very quiet, doesn't get your blood pumping like the others, and it's just kind of bland for me. Like, I know it's a set ambiance and everything, but it just kind of takes the fun out of demon killing. They also got rid of the gun reload animations. Now, I know not every gun has one, but the shotgun and super shotgun did, and now that it's gone, it's just hard to tell when you can shoot without listening to sound cues. The story, text background, and in-game HUD are also extremely boring. The story texts are like the others, text on a still background image, which is, excusable for 1993, but not for 1997 on a console that gave us Banjo-Kazooie, Super Mario 64, and GoldenEye. At least give us an image to set the mood instead of a Doom 64 logo. And the HUD is just a bunch of red, transparent text and numbers. Like, in the previous installments had a HUD that actually gave the game some spice. Like how you can see your face take more damage to lower your health kits, or how much ammo you have for each gun. Like, yes, it took up like 16% of the screen, and that Doom 64 is like more... I don't want to say official, what was the word? I forgot the word. But yeah, it works better, but it just lacks the sauce of a HUD, Now on to the new demon boss, the Mother Demon. This thing has been resurrecting all the demons you slaughtered so it can invade Earth again. This thing will be the hardest boss you've ever faced in a Doom game and will take up all your ammo. Unless you have a fully upgraded Unmaker, then just hold down left click for like 5 seconds. And after all that, you decide to stay in hell, to fight against the demon army after coming to the conclusion that the demon swarm will never end. And that's the end of the game. This game is good, it's a good Doom game. It's just not as good as Doom 1 or 2. While the graphics look nice and I did have a fun time with it, the story was very solid actually. It was just kind of lacking in the sauce that made Doom Doom. It was also lacking a killer heavy metal soundtrack. So even though the main gameplay is even more refined in Doom 2 and the exploration has been greatly improved, I'm gonna have to give this an A tier. The game starts with you landing on Mars on the same ship with UAC representative Elliot Swan and his bodyguard Jeff Campbell, who are there to investigate what's going on the base. Shortly after Swan and Campbell meet up with the game's antagonist, Dr. Malcolm Vertuger, you are sent on your first mission to find and retrieve a missing scientist. When you finally find him, a portal to hell opens, tearing the place apart, and now it's up to you to send a request for backup and get off Mars. But when you do, when you send that message, the plan completely changes because Vertugo wants to use the ships to bring hell to Earth, so now you need to stop the hellish invasion and save the world. This game's just okay. This game's alright. It's a decent game on its own, but when you call it a Doom game, it's kind of bad. Because it doesn't feel like Doom. It's a decent game on its own, it's just not a good Doom game. Because, like, it's more of an indie horror title, where instead of feeling like Doom, it feels like Bendy and Ink Machine meets Halo. So basically, Bendy and Ink Machine with guns. It's much more slower paced, with longer levels and slower gameplay than the others, and it doesn't feel like Doom, because Doom isn't known for slow gameplay. It's known for its fast-paced action and fluid movements. So this just feels off. Speaking of which, the graphics have not really, let's just say, they didn't really age quite so well. Even with the BFG edition that has upgraded graphics, that's the one I played, the backgrounds, while they look fine, the NPCs just look wrong. They look disproportionate and odd, and sometimes you can even see where the texture wraps around. Thankfully, that doesn't affect the coolest mechanic of the game, the computers, where instead of pushing A on a controller or E on keyboard, your crosshair is instead the cursor, and I think that's pretty neat. I also like how every demon has an update to the design, my favorite being the Hell Knights, which is the design that would continue to live on in 2016 and Eternal. The game also brings in new demons like the Maggot, Trite, Cherub, Tick, and Wraith. And these demons are fucking terrifying, dude. Especially the Trite, which is described as an upside down human head on a spider. And I really hate spiders. Like, there's a reason why I never want to go to Australia. Those spiders are big enough to eat a fucking board, dude. Anyways, let's move on to the bosses. We have some new bosses, with only one of them returning. And those bosses are the Vajri, the Guardian, Sabbath, and returning to the fight, the Cyber Demon. And these bosses are stupid easy. These bosses are surprisingly very easy. They took me one try. They took me one try each. It would have been a lot easier with the Soul Cube in the start of the game, which is a weapon you get in the end game after you kill the Guardian. And the only way to kill the Cyber Demon, the way it works is that if you get 5 kills with it, it will grant you one insta kill and regenerate your health. Let's turn our attention to the most annoying part of the game. The fucking shit show of a PDA. This whole thing is so annoying, dude. I'm saying dude a lot in this segment. What am I doing? Who am I talking to? But this thing's annoying. It's the only way to unlock the lockers, which hold armor and ammo. But when you have to go through emails, like you have to go through each and every single email that you have just to find the code for one locker. Not only that, but you also have to listen to audio files to get it. And it's a loud game. It's a very loud game with quiet dialogue. So if you leave to like pass the time, you're most likely gonna go into battle and then miss the code. So you have to listen to all that again, because apparently there's no skipping to the code. And you can get fucking spam in the PDA. I hate this thing. I hate the PDA. God, it's so annoying. It gotten so annoying and tedious that I had to look up the codes on Google because it took less time. You might as well just look up all the codes now instead of going through the PDA. Overall, this game isn't bad. It doesn't feel like Doom. I like the weapons. I like the new gun, the machine gun. I like the demons. And I like the story. I think this is like I think this is actually the better story out of every other Doom game on this list, in my opinion. I know, hot take right there. And I also like the fact that this is the first Doom game to utilize cinematic storytelling with cutscenes and everything, even though it's just updates on Campbell and Vitruga. I give this game a B, and you're probably wondering what happened to Vitruga. then you get to fight him in the DLC. My wisdom teeth surgery is tomorrow. Fantastic. Anyways, after the events of Doom 3, a team of Marines go to investigate the excavation site. Then you find the artifact, and accidentally put Vitruga's plan B into action by using the artifact to send demons to our world. The longer it's in our world. Now it's up to you to stop him. I can't say much about this DLC because it's a DLC. I already said what I wanted to back in the Doom 3 segment, but I do like the fact that they added the double barrel shotgun, the new demons being the Volga, the Bruiser, and the 3 bosses being like, you know, 3 of the hunters. And I do like those hunters. Oh yeah, and the Maledict boss fight. Oh, you know, demonized Vitruga. They're all incredibly easy actually. One try again. They're stupid easy. This DLC is also very short, which makes sense. It's a DLC, but I got it done like 2 hours. I also like the new artifact where by using human souls, it gives you invulnerability, stronger bullets, and slows down time. I would still prefer to use the Soul Cube, but you know, it's still pretty good. This DLC is like the base game, just a solid B tier across the board. After awakening a mysterious sarcophagus, you immediately go on your demon-killing rampage while working with the scientist of the UAC Foundation, ladies and gentlemen, the piece of shit Dr. Samuel Hayden. Play this game and you understand why I hate this guy. He tells you that hell broke loose while they were experimenting with Argent energy, and that Olivia is hoarding it all to open a portal to hell after being driven to insanity by the Helix Stone. Much like the other games, except 64, this was created by the id Software, but it was originally going to be a 4th installment in the franchise instead of an entire remake. Doom 4 was meant to revert the franchise back to its fast-paced action of the originals and not the indie horror feel of Doom 3. Unfortunately, it was stuck in development hell. Get it?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Back in 2014, the main game was canned and redesigned under the name Doom. And this game has 3 different game modes. We got the campaign, we got the multiplayer, which no one plays anymore, so I couldn't get footage of it, and the Snap Map, which is just a map creator. And I like map creators. I like to see players express their creativity for the game. As for the multiplayer, back then I played 1 match of it, and it was much like it was like Halo mixed with Call of Duty, because the main multiplayer is just Halo. It's just gory Halo. And the reason why I say mixed with Call of Duty is that there were so many hackers on it that I might as well be playing Call of Duty Warzone. Although I do like the fact that the power-ups can turn you into the demon, so I think that's kind of cool. Okay, now on to the campaign. It kicks ass. The story is a bit generic where, oh, a big corporation messes with stuff they're not supposed to be messing with and something bad happens. Yeah, we've seen it before. But it also focuses on the 3 key walls. Those walls being Olivia, Hayden, and the Doom Slayer. Yeah, Slayer, not Guy, Slayer. He gets a badass upgrade to his name. The gameplay is, it's top notch. Where instead of focusing on exploration, it's more combat based. Speaking of which, I love the combat. It's so beautifully gory and red, and I love all the glory kills. For like 2 missions though, then they just kind of get repetitive and stale. This is why I prefer Doom Eternal's glory kills. There are 3 bosses and they all kind of show up at endgame, which is kind of disappointing. Like the minute you're at Cyber Demon, you're at the end of the game. Then you just got 2 more bosses, like 5 more missions, and that's it. This is actually a roughly pretty short game. But we got the Cyber Demon, we got the Hell Gods, and then the return of the Spider Mastermind. I adore the badass sounding soundtrack. Like, BFG Division is one of the best songs I've ever heard. Mick Gordon knows what he's doing. Why did you treat this man dirty? This man was awesome. Explain yourselves, Bethesda. Or id Software, whoever fired this guy. And I love all the new demons. Well, not the new demons. Not all of them are roughly new. The only new ones I know of are the Summoner and the Hellraiser, and that's it. Everyone else is from previous Doom games, but I do like the Hell Knight. They kept the Doom 3 redesign, and I always like that design because it's better. It's easier to tell whether if it's a Hell Knight or a Baron of Hell, unlike in the originals where it was just a different color palette. And oh, the Barons of Hell, they look so intimidating in this game. And the guns, I adore the new guns. Like the machine gun and the Gauss cannon. Oh, they can do so much damage. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for this segment because like there's so much other stuff I want to talk about, but it's for like its own video and not a ranking video. So I'm going to be moving on to my next game, but this game, Doom 2016, it's an S tier. Shortly after the events of Doom 2016, you play as an unnamed soldier who, after dying to a pinky, transfers his consciousness into a robot. That's really all I got because I didn't finish this game, but I did enjoy what I did play. The maps and demons, they're nothing special. They're just the same thing from Doom 2016. I'm not a big fan of the glory kills where you just dash into them and they explode. Like, that's not Doomslayer. That's A-Train's thing. At first, I wasn't sure if a fast-paced action game like Doom 2016 will transfer well into, like, virtual reality. But it kinda does, surprisingly. Unless you have motion sickness, then play with caution, I guess. I don't have much to say about this one. It's Doom 2016, but in virtual reality. I'll give it a B tier. Mighty Doom is a game that you just can't play anymore because Xbox decided to shut down a bunch of studios, and sadly Alpha Dog Games is one of them. And I miss this game so much. Luckily before the shutdown, I actually did play a little bit of it. And let me tell you, it was a top-down roguelike shooter game for mobile devices. Yeah, a Doom mobile game. And it was like something like Tomb Raider Reloaded, you know, it's just like a top-down angle, the character automatically shoots and everything, and it was great, it was cool. It's where you play as the toy version of the Doomslayer, and kill toy demons while picking upgrades for your weapons. It's simple, it's as simple as that. You move around, the Toy Slayer shoots demons automatically. In this game, also had boss fights, which are usually just bigger versions of the demons. This game is fun and simple. I'll miss it so much. Please bring it back, Xbox. Please. Just please. I'm gonna have to give it a B tier.
And you will be the savior.
Who are you? A human, once a mortal, to defy our traditions.
Your strength will be their shield, and your will their sword.
It is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They fear the mark of the beast.
You remain unbroken, for your fight is eternal.
Okay, so remember how in the Sonic video that I put Sonic Shadow Generations in peak, which if you haven't seen that video, please go watch it after this. like after this. You're almost done with this one. Might as well finish it. I put Sonic Shadow Generations in peak because I thought that was the best Sonic game I've ever played. Well, this is beyond peak. Yeah, beyond peak. And let me explain. First, gone with the days of the mediocre hacker-ridden lobbies of 2016's multiplayer, and the start of Battle Mode 2.0. Where in Battle Mode 1.1 it was a shitty matchmaking game. Good game, but shitty matchmaking. Battle Mode is a 1v2 PvP co-op game where one person plays as the Slayer and the other two plays as either the Dread Knight, Marauder, Archvile, Mancubus, Pain Elementals, or a Revy. This mode is really fun. Like, when playing with friends, it's fun, and it's almost just as fun with randoms. More fun with friends, trust me. There's also a customized setting where you can give skins to the Battle Mode demons and the Slayer, and I think that's really cool. I got a Lumberjack skin for the Marauder, just because I thought it was funny. But the best skin is the Doom 2 guy, you know, from the cover. The way to unlock this is in Horde Mode. Horde Mode is a round-based system that is exclusive to DLCs. I'll talk more about this later. Not in the DLC segment, but like, you know, in this segment. Right, anyways, get enough points and you get the Doom 2 cover guy. You know what, I'm just gonna talk about it now. The way this works is that it's a round-based game where the main goal is to get as many points as you can by killing every demon and move on to the next level. With every level you beat, you unlock a random gun. First you start off with the standard shotgun, and then who knows, you can get the plasma rifle, the minigun, etc, etc. And I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool how that works. It also gets progressively harder with harder demons and everything. Like, in level 1, you fight, like, imps, Mancubus, etc, etc. But right last level, you fight everything, even the new DLC demons. Oh yeah, there's also like a battle pass that's mainly used for cosmetics, and it's free every season. It's free. Anyways, now that I got all that stuff out of the way, let's get into the main event, the campaign. This is the best campaign out of every Doom game I've ever played. Now, I'm not going to explain the entire story because, well, I can't. Not in a video like this. This needs to be its own separate video. But also the fact that I just didn't read the codex, because to understand the story, you need to read the codex. We don't want to do this. We want to kill this. We don't want to open a book. We want to kill Satan. We don't want to learn. We want to put angels in the grave. Hold up, I got one more. We don't want to read an encyclopedia. We want to blow a hole into the surface of Mars. But before I start with the campaign, can we just admit that Doomslayer's man cave is just a gamer's dream? This man has an action figure collection, a weapon rack, he works on his suits, he has a comic book collection and a normal book collection. He has an entire gaming setup. This man is a gamer. This man, who is a god-killing, demon massacring machine, who is somehow more buff than Hugh Jackman himself, is a gamer. That's hilarious. Right, anyways, on to everything else. The soundtrack. Oh, dude, Mick Gordon Mick Gordon cooked. This guy cooked. I want to find Mick Gordon and shake his hand, because this soundtrack, ooh, this just gets adrenaline running, dude. The storytelling is immaculate. In the new cinematic cutscenes, great. And there's also new characters, which you don't really know much of unless you read the codex, which I'm not doing until later. And when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna, like, watch a lore dump or something. And Doom Guy speaks for the first time. Yeah, Doom Guy, not Slayer. Or maybe they're the same guy, I don't know. Again, codex. And screw it, I'm reading the codex after this. If you don't know what's going on, just like read the codex, look up a lore dump video or something if you don't know what's going on and why an angel wants to commit genocide. Well, it turns out it's more than the Slayer killing demons. It's actually about the Slayer and a 1,000-year civil war. The codex will answer everything. Like any question you have about 2016 and this game. That is if you collect all the pages. Speaking of which, there is a plethora of things to collect, and I found them all. Upgrades, toys, albums, etc. It turns out that the Doomslayer even uses all these guns just for fun. This man could have killed Satan with his bare hands if he wanted to. Speaking of which, the guns are just everything that we covered previously, plus the new ballista. And the return of my baby, the Unmaker. The Unmaker still shreds. Like, oh, it still shreds through demons like nothing. I love it, and I adore the maps, where instead of you swapping back and forth from Mars and Hell, you go through a demon-infested Earth, Argent du Nord, Hell, Mars, space stations, Khanmaker's place. Like, and the enemies look really fucking cool, especially the new ones like Gargoyles, Dread Knights, Cyborgs, Prowlers, Tyrants, which are just cyber demons, Whiplash, I don't like that one, and my favorite, the Marauder. It's my favorite at times, this thing's a pain in the ass. As the Marauder is basically an endurance test that the game will never let you take alone, because apparently you have to fight every other demon when fighting the Marauder. And the only way to actually injure this thing is to shoot it when its eyes are glowing green. Yes, we have a boss that's like that, but at least not every other demon is in the same arena. And if you don't shoot it while its eyes are glowing green, it will just use its shield to block your attacks. It even summons its little dog to hunt you down through the entire map until you're dead, or unless you shoot it. But yeah, fun fact, I actually read a bit of the codex for this one. These guys are Forsaken Slayers who join the demons. And you can tell from the pretty suit chestplate they can have. The bosses are also really cool. Like these bosses being the Doom Hunter, which soon enough becomes like a standard enemy. The Gladiator, that one's a good one. The Khanmaker, and lo and behold, it's the return of the Icon of Sin from Doom 2. Bigger than ever. Like that size is the reason why you can only see its head in Doom 2. And the combat from 2016 has so greatly improved. You will be using the chainsaw a lot more, because it's the only way to gain ammo when you need it. Not only that, but the glory kills give you health, and the short amount of flamethrower gives you shield. And the super shotgun has a grappling hook on it, where instead of you like latching onto demons and pulling them towards you, you go to them. And it's great for like transversal and doing cool shit. And oh my gosh, I love it. I love this shotgun so much. Like it greatly increases movement and is just insanely cool. Not only that, but you have some demons that have weak points that you can just shoot off or do like high damage, and it's just oh my goodness, this game, there's so much to talk about. I don't think I can actually finish the script. Nah, I'm already almost done, screw it. And there's a new weapon to this game, the Crucible. This thing works as a Darth Vader lightsaber. It is the only way to kill the Icon of Sin. Which, in that fight, you'll have... Which, by the way, in that fight, you'll have to take down all its limbs twice, while being provided unlimited chainsaw fuel and crucible charges, while being attacked from every demon, all sides. It's fucking epic! And the best fight in the entire game. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say for this video, because Boss Fight 2016, this deserves an entire video on its own. Because there's so much to talk about, and the entire lore and everything is just, this game, there's a reason why this game is beyond peak. And we still haven't even talked about the DLCs. Editor, play the intro to the DLCs! Okay, I'm gonna keep this brief. These DLCs are beyond peak. So in the Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2, you plan on awakening and killing Satan. Satan himself. Well, his real name in these games are Davoth, but in reality...
It's really cute that you're gonna defeat me with the power of friendship and all, but again, I am the devil from the Bible, so I don't know how well it's gonna work.
You motherfucker, you didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
I have all this power in my hands.
Shut up, the fuck up. I don't care. I do not care.
These DLCs are so much better than Doom 3 DLC, like, it's not even comparable. Because it's kinda like the Doom 3 DLC in the sense that it gives us new demons, a new weapon, like new story, blah blah blah. That's pretty much where the similarity is, and it's actually nothing like Doom 3's DLC. And oh yeah, it even gives us the best boss fight I've ever played. Let's start with the new demons. The demons being Shriekers, which are normal zombies that will scream and grant every surrounding demon a buff. The Spirit, which will possess a demon, make it stronger, and can only be killed by using the microwave nuclear beam from the plasma rifle. The Turret, self-explanatory. Bloodmaker, which acts sort of like a Marauder, but with range attacks. Basically, once it puts its shield down, just headshot it and it instantly dies, dropping a lot of ammo. The Stone Imp, which is an imp, but like, it's a lot more resistant to your weapons, except the automatic shotgun mod, and can do a sonic spin dash. Corpse Prowler, which when it hits you, you are nerfed until you can blood punch it. Armored Baron of Hell, which won't die unless you shoot its mace at the right time, like a Marauder. And destroy all its armor, then it's just a basic Baron of Hell. And a Demonic Trooper, which is just a standard first-person shooter Call of Duty NPC soldier. They die really easily, trust me, but you don't see much of those. These demons, except the soldiers, will make the game so much harder than normal. And the DLC is already much harder than the main game. In the DLC, you have to move faster with your movements and swapping between weapons in order to survive. But then all becomes a little easier once you get the Sentinel Hammer. This hammer allows you to do a Grand Slam, dealing massive damage to the enemy. But of course, once you use it, you'll have to destroy either 2 weak points or get 2 glory kills to recharge it. And I love this hammer so much. You have no idea how many times I said Grand Slam every time I used it. It's too much to count. This is also a key point to defeating the Dark Lord, or Satan, or Davoth, or the Devil, or God, I don't know. Doom Lord's confusing. But first, let's talk about the Seraphim boss fight. The Seraphim boss is a challenging boss with him having 2 or 4 phases, if you want to get technical about it, where he keeps on teleporting, then you have to shoot him and deal enough damage, and you'll have to kill 2 spirit-possessed heavy demons to break his shield. And then the second phase is the same, but with like an altered area. And finally, we make it to the finale, which after you light the beacon in the first level of part 2, you basically tell everyone, hey, everyone, it's time for war! And then the minute you get to the last level, there's this entire Avengers in-game level scene of every warrior and slayer just like showing up through portals behind you, ready to face the armies of hell. Which, even though I say that this is like an in-game level scene, in-game wishes it can be that cool. Like, just look at this! It's beautiful! And in the background of the level, you even see one of the giant Jaegers from Pacific Rim take down a Titan! That's awesome! And let me tell you about the Dark Lord. And so basically, he's you from their world, I think. I don't know. I really gotta read that codex. But basically, you fight him and he's in a very badass looking mech suit. And let me tell you, this fight's great. It's a great fight. I love this fight so much. In this fight, you'll have to wait till his eyes glow green, then shoot him to stun him. Very similar to, you know, a certain demon that I've mentioned twice before in this one segment. But then you have to use the Grand Slam to stun him longer, you know, like that previously said demon, and empty your minigun magazine with the turret mod for maximum damage. All while he's summoning wolves, Hell Knight, and a bunch of super heavy demons to try to kill you. These demons will cost 1 Grand Slam to wipe out completely. Luckily, once you kill the wolves, you get a recharge for, you know, the hammer, and it's awesome. It's a great fight, and you can't even let this guy get a melee attack on you, otherwise it will heal. Meaning, if you get hit with a sword, or his, like, stupid, very dumb, this is the only part I hate about this. The shield bash that he uses, he will heal, because apparently his sword and shield have lifesteal on it. I say I hate that part, but really I think I just need to time it better. This makes for one of the best fights in the franchise. You have to be quick with your movements, and you have to think smart of when to use the Grand Slam and be patient and wait for him to do the attack so you can stun him. This is a fantastic fight in a fantastic DLC. So I'm giving both these DLCs beyond peak. Hey, yo, welcome. Thank you, ladies and gentle slayers, for watching the video. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more content like this. And make sure to follow me on Twitch by clicking the link below or typing in twitch.tv/in-the90s. I repeat, twitch.tv/in-the90s. So you won't miss my first live stream and Let's Play of Doom the Dark Ages coming out next month in May. Or coming out soon. I don't know when I'm gonna post this video. Now, if you excuse me, I have a 3-hour Doom lore video to watch. And where am I?